welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today we are going to be making some more cards using the Love from Lizi card kit that I got this month. Not sure when this video is going to go up, whether it'll be in February or March, but this is February's 2021 kit. So I have these card bases here. Now I don't know if you can hear that, but that is Lady desperate to get into this room. And the only reason why she wants in this room is because she wants to get into my bin. I'm going to have to let her in, aren't I? She wants in my bin so she can cause trouble. There you go, little lady. So she really is up to trouble today. I've had to put my bin on the counter because she thinks it's funny to come. The only reason why she comes in here is so she can take stuff out of the bin, run away with it, and then I run after her to go and get it. Yeah, she's just looking for trouble. I can sense it in her. Right, lady, there's nothing in here for you. Go away. Right, so hopefully Daddy will come to the rescue and Daddy will sort her out. Right, you really are. Oh. So just had to take a button off her. She's really pushing it today. Really pushing it today. Right, okay. Where were we? Yes. Let's make some cards using this gorgeous kit that we got from Love from Lizi. So this is February 2021. And it is a gorgeous kit. I mean, the papers in it are just stunning. Absolutely beautiful. She's got something and she's ran away. Well, she can stay with her dad. Her dad can deal with her. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I have 5 cards left. And 6 envelopes for some reason. Right, so should we make 5 cards? Now the kit's meant to make at least 10 cards, and I definitely know that they can make 10 cards. So I'm thinking we shall make 5 on this video. I've already done a video where I've made 2 cards, but I think we'll do 5 on this video and then we'll do 5 on the next video as well. I do have the other card stock, so let's grab that, which is there. I'm going to shut this door again. And like I say, let's hope Daddy deals with our lovely little lady because she really is a pain in the butt. I need to be able to get at my diamond cutting machine, and if the bin's up on the side, we can't get at it. Anyway, let's stop talking about Lady. I know you all love her to bits. I love her to bits, but honestly, she is a pain in the butt. Right, where's the stamps? So I'm going to grab the stamps out because what I was thinking, let's do some stamping. We do have the ephemera, but I want to make a girly card. So I'm going to grab the grey paper cardstock that we have, and I'm going to make our own card base. And I want to make it quite girly, so I want to bring in some pinks and purples, just so that you can see that I know that the kit is like green, orange, and what other colour? White, gold, yeah, all those different colours. So I thought, why don't we bring in our so I'm going to bring in my distressing. So I'm going to grab the Dusty Concord, which is one of my favourites. We'll bring in the Victorian Velvet. We'll bring in the Tatted Rose. Any others? Any others? I think that might be a bit too bright, but we'll bring it down anyway. Yeah, okay, right. So these are the ones that I'm sort of looking at because I want to make my own paper. Now, first of all, I do also want to stamp some of these onto the background piece. But before I do that, I want to cut this down because I don't want to use it all up. What am I looking for? My trimmer. What have we done with my trimmer? Okay, so there it is. Right, so I want to trim this down. So I know that the card bases are 5.5 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to do this 5 3/4 by 4.5. Right, I'm going to be back in a minute. I'm going to go and sort Lady out. I'm back. So Daddy has taken over. Whether Daddy or not can control the beast, we shall see. So if she runs in, then we know that Daddy cannot control her because she is a little madam. I think she's missing me, so because I have been staying out a lot lately with my mum. Right, okay. So I am just got my embossing ink pad and I'm just putting the cups on. So I'm doing it randomly. I'm not going to think much about it. But we are just going to build our background because I still want the cups and I still want it to sort of tie in, but I want to emboss it in gold because I really like the gold. So just going in, and it will look really random, but that is perfect. That is what we're wanting. That looks like there's quite a bit actually there, so maybe, so you won't be able to see this on camera, but thankfully I can. It's just a little bit darker, so what I'm going to do is grab this, and then I did have my gold embossing powder, so let's just put this over like so. Now he's, couldn't see, but he's coming to torture me now. Honestly, it's like having toddlers in the house with these two. Okay, so that is looking really nice. I've just got a few areas where I'd like to make sure that are clear. So just like this. Right, perfect. So loving that. Okay, so let's pop that off to the side. Where's my heat tool? And then what we're going to do, let's heat this down, like, not heat it down, melt it down. Melt it down? No, heat it up and melt it. Yeah, you know what I mean. So let's do that, and let's see it all change nicely when it gets hot enough, that is. There, I don't know if you can see that, but it has started to go and it just looks gorgeous. So I'm doing it from the back just so that I don't burn my embossing powder and I don't blow it away as well. So I've had that happen to me quite a few times. So we're just going to go all the way. And there. Okay, I'm just going to turn it around so I can heat the last bits up. So, do you know, one things I love is when you heat the embossing powder up and it turns into that metallic finish. I really wish it was showing up on camera because it just looks amazing. Okay. And the last one. There we go. Right. So we have that. Now I'm just going to close that off because I don't know if we're going to do any more embossing just yet. We probably will. Have a feeling we probably will. Right, let me grab my blending brushes down. So we have them, and we are working with a pink. So we're working with the dark pinks. I think we go with the one lipstick. I think that one's going to be quite nice actually. Oh, my camera seems to keep moving. I don't know if you've sort of seen it, but yeah, it just keeps moving different places. Right, so I'm going to come in around the edge with the one lipstick, and I'm just using my glass mat just to help that, because like I said, I want a girly card, which is why we are doing it this way. So yeah, so we've got Quincy's with us. I don't know if you can hear his pitter-patter. Wondering where Lady is because I know she's up to no good. I just know it. I know my husband said that he has it, but I'm not. Yeah, I don't believe it. He's just walked down and sort of heard me say that. But yeah, it's Lady. Lady can sneak past you quite easily.
She's upstairs with Lucy.
Ah, she's with Lucy. Oh, she'll definitely come back down then. She runs away from Lucy. Oh, does she love you? Right, okay, so I'm really, do you know what I'm thinking of doing? I wanted some of that grey to stay through, however, my blending isn't very good, so I think I'm just going to do the whole thing. But instead of doing it with that, let's just saturate it, if I can. Oh, I love that colour. So not what I was going for at all, however, I'm liking that. I really like that. So I'm really saturating my paper here, so it will need time to dry. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in with my my blending. I need something to hold it that won't, what do you call it? Oh, I'll use a bit of this. So I'm just sort of aware that, because there is quite a lot of that ink on top of this page, so I'm going to blend that into where the ink couldn't reach. But I really like that colour. Not what I was expecting. But yeah, really like that. Okay, so we need to set that aside to dry. But how gorgeous does that look? And then once it's dried, I think actually we can do it now. So I've just got my rag and I'm just going to go over the top and buff over the top of our embossing powders, just so that it is more gold. And that's a nice thing about embossing a powder, the ink doesn't stick to it, so you can buff it up so it looks lovely. Right, and I've taken some of that ink up as well. That looks gorgeous. So that's our card bit. So let's pop that to the side, because like I say, it does need to dry. Not what I was going to go for at all. Like I said, my plan had been just to do a bit around the edges and keep the grey, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. Okay, next thing is I'm just going to put this away. So I'm going to pop this away, and then I'm going to get what I'll do is, because I don't think you need to see me do it, but I'm going to stamp this image onto some of the white cardstock, and then I'm going to do a little bit of wow. Okay, so this is Lady currently. She is up in bed on my side. How bad is that?
Lucy tucked her in. That
is terrible. Terrible. But it keeps her out of my hair, so it's fine. Right. Okay. Right, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna stamp this. I'm probably gonna stamp the cup as well. Actually no, we'll just stamp that, and then I'll probably stamp them a couple of times, and then I'll come back. So I'm back. Right, I've stamped them. Now I thought we'd do something a little different, so I've stamped it mainly on the grey, so the grey one's going to be my bottom one, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to colour in the skin and the claws. So I've just realised I've used the wrong ink for these pens. Because what I thought was, we'll do a little bit of decoupage or decoupage. I'm trying to, is it decoupage? So where you build it up, the layers. I think it's decoupage. So I want to be careful because these are my new pens. Okay. Oh, I need to do, and I thought it'd be quite nice actually to do. Can't believe I did the wrong ink though. So I've used my archival ink instead of my Memento ink. I should have used my Memento ink. So I'm being very careful not to touch any of the edges. So I think what I'm going to do is just colour the skin in using my Copic markers, and then we're going to use the distress inks for the rest, because I think that'll be much better. So go all the way around and just clean off my pen. So yeah, so when doing colouring in with Copic markers, you do need to use your Memento inks. So any alcohol based markers, you definitely need yeah, your Mementos. Right, okay. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my Tatted Rose. So this is like a nice light colour. I'm just going to go over the top of the jacket. So I'm thinking I haven't left that to dry long enough, but I'm sure that you can use your archival with the distress inks. I'm absolutely positive of it. Okay, so that's them, and then just on this bit, so this is just a really quick easy way of colouring in your images without the worry of anything crealing. So as you can see, really quick colouring in. Right, I'm going to come in with my Victorian Velvet just to add a little bit of shading at the bottom. So just like that. Love. Okay, and then the shoes, I'm going to bring in my Dusty Concord for the shoes. So like so. Now we do get dies with these, but because I'm wanting to I want to have a really close cut, because obviously we've got the colours going around and stuff. So because of that, I am going to cut these out myself. Now for the 4-leaf clover, I am going to bring in my green Copic marker. Again, so do that. So what we'll do, what I'll do is I'm going to cut out these pieces. Now I'm just thinking that I've spent quite a lot of time on this one card, so I don't think this video I'll be able to get 5 done, which I hope I will. I'm just looking. I think we're on something like 20 minutes, aren't we? So it would be if, right, and then this is just going to be coffee. I'm just going to do it rough like that. So just around like that. Right, okay, so there's that. Let's pop that back. And oh, what about this teal colour for her nails and the cup? I like that. So it can all be sort of matching, can't it? Yeah, I like that. So again, just going really quickly, and then on this one, and that one. Right, just need to do them, although I don't really need to do them because we're not going to see them. Okay, so let's grab my scissors. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this out. I'm going to keep that bit of card because we can use it on something else. And I'm going to go as close to the edge. I do want to have a little border around this, so we will go as close to the edge as I can. So I'm going to keep cutting bits off because it does make my life a lot easier. So a few things when fussy cutting. I know I have gone over it in my video, but for anybody new watching my channel who doesn't have, who would like some tips on fussy cutting, then my advice would be take it slow and practice. Huge sort of difference just by practicing. Look for images that are really easy at first to cut out, so simple shapes. You know, go slow as well. find the perfect pair of scissors. Now, finding the perfect pair of scissors is a really important thing. Thing to do, just because, you know, if you're putting a lot of pressure on your scissors to cut, you're going to end up with lots of pain in here, and it can lead to things like carpal tunnel, which obviously you don't want. So, you know, finding a nice pair of scissors that are nice and loose. So these ones for me are perfect. I love them. But I know a lot of people use the Fiskars scissors as well, fussy cutting scissors. So there's lots of different options out there. It took me buying lots of scissors to find the perfect ones. But honestly, when you find the ones, that'll be it. You'll never have to worry about scissors ever again. So yeah, right. Okay, so there's my image. I'm then going to go for the jacket. So let me cut this out. So I want the jacket part, and I'm not going to go close to the edge on, no, see, I am going to keep this perfectly to the edge, and I don't want the feet, but I do want everything else. So only the bottom layer has the edge to it, like has that bit of a white border. The rest I'm cutting really, really close. Okay, so all the way around, and then the last bit of it, I think I'm just going, so where the coat is, I'm just going to cut past the feet, so cut the feet off, because that's our bottom layer, like so. And then my final layer, I'm thinking, is going to be the hands and the 4-leaf clover. So that'll just be it, I think, for our top layer. So as I'm cutting as well, one of the tips I would give you is, as you're cutting, take away all the excess, because it really does make a difference. So if I just roughly cut around that, my life will be so much easier now, because there's not a load of bulk there for me to tackle while going around all of these fussy little bits. So another little tip for you, also use the back of your scissors. So in here, you'll find that you have more control, and don't move your scissors, move your paper. So get into the habit of you moving the paper to do your fussy cutting, because again, that makes a huge difference. So yeah, right, okay, so I've got that. So what I'm going to do is, I have some cardboard, so we are just going to cut these down into little bits, and then stick our first layer on. I need my glue. Okay. And this is one good thing about having the stamps, is we can make our own decoupage papers, which I just think is fab. Got hiccups. I seem to always get the hiccups when I come on. Well, I say I get the hiccups, it's like one hiccup and then that's it. Just cut that down and pop that on there. Okay. Right, and this one. Right, on that, and then I just need to cut a little bit down just for this bit. So just like that. Yeah, perfect. And then we can glue this on top of our first piece. Okay, so, and then it's just a matter of lining it up, so lining all of those edges together like that. Perfect. That needs moving over a little bit. Awesome. So loving how that's looking. Just need to pop a little bit underneath the clover because I forgot to. And then stick that down. Okay, so there's that. So there's our 2 layers all done. I just need to straighten that up. Okay, I'm loving that. Absolutely loving that. And I mean, how gorgeous does that look on there? Oh, that looks amazing. Right, okay. Oh, I'm so glad that I'm taking the time out to do this. Right, let's get rid of these a few bits because, yeah, they're just in our way. And then the last piece is I'm going to do just the hands. So again, I'm just going to cut around, but I'm taking all the excess off so that we can easily cut this down to how we would like it. Okay, so there's one bit. So these will be as 2 bits, but that is fine. Actually, I'm going to cut those fingers off. Seems a bit mean, but you know, why not? Just makes my life easier. And then nearly done. Okay. Right. So let's pop on some dimension on here. Okay. Oh, there's the first bit. Oh, I use that little bit there and then pop that on. Okay, and then we're going to stick this straight down onto our hand here. Oh, I love how that looks. That looks amazing. Right, and then let's do the same with this one as well. So we're just going to cut all the way around. And actually I'm going to cut inside of the cup. So just like that. Okay. And then just that. Right. So let's pop a little bit of, I mentioned there, a little bit more. Okay, and just in there. Okay, and then we're then going to stick this on there. So again, just lining it up. Oh, how cool does that look? That looks so cool, doesn't it? Right, okay, let's get rid of these. Now, that bit on there is dirty. However, we turn it over and it is completely clean. So we can use that still to do our sentiments. So we will do. Let's move them. Now, I'm going to... what do we need? We need the trimmer. So I need to trim this down to 4 1/4. Actually, I'm going to do 4 inches because I'd like a border 4 by 5 1/4. So that is our piece. Let's grab a card out, which, where did I put them? There, yeah. So that's going to go on there like that. So we've got that nice border and then we've got our piece here. How gorgeous does that look? Oh my goodness, that looks amazing. Right, I want to round these corners, so I'm just going to get my corner rounder. And that was my phone. I've managed to drop it. Let me just pop that back up. There we go. Oh. So I just want it to look a little bit delicate, a little bit more delicate. So that's why I'm just rounding the corners. And then we're going to stick this down. I'm just using my glue for that. So I am using Diamond Arts glitter glue. Is it Diamond Arts? Art glitter glue, sorry. Don't know where I got Diamond Art from. Wonder if it's because I was doing a Diamond Art painting at my mum's today. Right, okay. So that's our card base. And then we've already got quite a bit of dimension on this, as you can see, so I'm just going to glue these. Now, our lovely Julia, she actually molds her pieces, and I've only just thought of it. And if I'd thought of it sooner, I would have actually molded them and like give them some shape. So if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. I can't believe I didn't do that actually. Never mind. But how cool does that look? I mean, see, it's not as girly as what I thought, but I still really like it. I think it looks amazing. Peel-offs. What did I do with them? Here they are. Okay, so I think we should have some hearts. And I'm thinking that we should have, should we have some pink glitter? Yes, I think so. Yeah, we're going to have some pink glitter, because why not? Let's do it. So I'm going to just pop this just along there. I do need a craft knife out just to cut this. Oh, that was stuck perfectly then. I didn't press it down. I should have pressed it down once it was in place. Okay, right, now give that a really good press down. And then, okay. So there's one bit. And will that fit on? Ah, it will. Okay, and then that bit over the top of it there. So I'm just going to cut that end bit off and that end bit off. Okay, so very slight bit of glitter, but absolutely gorgeous. Right, okay. So that is that. Let's move these out of the way a second. Now we do need to stamp our sentiment, which I will do in a moment after we've put some hearts down. So yeah, so in the background where there's space, I'm just going to go in with these hearts, and I'm just going to put them randomly as well. I'm not really going to think about where they're going or the what direction they're going. We are literally just going to pop them on, and it's just to add into that background, because yeah, why not? Oh, we've got one that's flying. Come on. Very fiddly, but have to admit, very much worth it. Very much worth it. So it was Christy Marcotte that I watched who used tweezers for these, and I highly recommend it because they are actually really difficult to do without tweezers. Really difficult, but, well, the little ones are anyway. Although, I know, you can. So I've managed. There we go. Oh, doesn't that look lovely? Right, okay, so let's move them because we really don't need them. Now, do I stamp it or do we? I'm thinking that I'm going to just go with, yeah. And I think I'm going to go with the grey for So Lucky. Well, actually, I've got a little piece here. So let's pop that in. It's got some of those bits, so let's get rid of those. Okay, so Lucky, and then do with some black card. There's some left over. Will it fit this? Yes, it will. Perfect. Right, okay, so let's get that through the die cutting machine, just like so, and I am just going to reverse it. Okay, so there's that done. Right, let's move them. Oh, just dropping them. And then I don't need that, so that can go out the way. Because what I'm thinking is having... Oh, you stay there, you. Okay. Why won't... Oh, that's gone very wonky. I don't like it. There we go. So I'm thinking having that there and having our saw. Oh, I like it. Right, because I like it, we're just going to stick it down. Because I think we've spent quite a bit of time on this card. But I love it. I absolutely love it. I love how it looks. I just think it looks absolutely gorgeous. So, and I felt like putting that a bit different. So let's grab, where is it? I do have one somewhere, and as always, I don't know where I put it. I'm hoping this is, no it's not. I need my thingy tool, what do you call it? Oh, she's back. Go and see Daddy. Go and see Daddy. She's back. I was about to have a sip of coffee, but she's back. Do you want to come on camera and tell everybody you're being naughty? Hmm? She's looking at me as if to say, please don't tell me off, Mummy. Come on then. No, I didn't think so. And I'm not going to bed. Right. Okay, I think I'm going to go and shout my husband and tell him that Lady may have escaped him while I go try and find my pokey tool. Actually, no, that's not my good one. That's the horrible one. So yeah, so I will be back in a moment. Okay, so we're back. I'm sure this camera keeps moving. Absolutely positive of it. Right, okay. I'm going to have to watch the footage back. I very rarely watch footage back because, yeah, it just, I don't know, it's just weird. Anyway, let's get this stuck down. I'm quite glad we've gone with the grey. And if I decide that I don't like it, we can always paint it. But I think I like it. I do. But I really love this card. So just pop in on this. Now this glue does dry clear, so I'm not worried that it has spilt out in a couple of places. Because yeah, I'm not the what do you call it? The oh, I can't think of the words. I'm altered pot. Like I said, husband has just taken Lady away. He shut my door and then he shut the kitchen door in the hope that she will let me have an hour without her. Because this is the lady we're talking about, bless her. Oh, she is lovely and she will get lots of cuddles. She gets millions of cuddles. But I think she's wanting to go out. However, the weather is so bad. And I can't walk her when the weather's really bad, because when the cold gets into my hips it actually affects my walking and I just can't walk. Right, because of this is still quite saturated with ink, so I'm just going to put an extra bit of glue down on those ends there, just because, yeah, just in case. But how gorgeous is that card? I love that. That is well cool, isn't it? Right, okay, so now we've spent half an hour doing that one. Let's see if we can make maybe one more. Well, if I make it in 5 minutes, we'll do 2 more. And then we'll try and fit in some around that. Right, we'll probably just do another video. Okay, so next card. Definitely want to use some of this gorgeous ribbon, because this ribbon is just beautiful. And I'm thinking, first of all, let's have a look at the papers. I'm thinking that one. And we'll have the orange ribbon. Oh, we've got the glue dots on. I don't like the glue dots on. Don't get me wrong, I think it's perfect, but I just don't like the glue dots, because you waste all of that. Although I could do a bow in it, so we could do that. Right, I just want one lot of that ribbon, and I am going to make a bow out of this, and I did buy myself, so yeah, I think we're only going to get one more card made because now so my ambition of making 5 cards, I'm afraid today hasn't worked. Sometimes most of the time I'm quite quick at crafting, but not today. Now I haven't got a clue how to use this, so please bear with me. I'm just sort of working it out. Isn't it something like please, you're all gonna just I can hear you all shouting at the screen saying, no, you're doing it wrong, do it like this, you do it this way. So yeah, like I say, I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing. Oh dear, I am so sorry. Right, okay, so like that. I think I've got it, and then this goes down there like that, and then we tie it. Oh, yay! I sort of did it right. Sort of. Oh, I shouldn't have took it off though. I think I took it off a bit too early. Never mind. We learn, don't we? Do you know, this is the first time, I can't believe I'm using this for the first time on camera for everyone to see how bad I'm doing with it. I'm thinking I probably would have been better off actually. Yeah. Right. Oh, that's actually a really, really cute bow. I like that. Yeah, that's worth it. So, don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure if we've done that right. So, we can stick that into position. So, what I want to do is this. I'm going to have it going down there like that because I think that's going to look nice. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my tape runner, move all of these bits, and we're just going to go all the way along there like that. And then I'm just going. Now the good thing about my tape runner is if you have, what have I done with the paper? There it is. The bits that are sort of over, you can rub them off. So I know that any sticky bits, residue that's over will be, I can take off just by gently rubbing it. But I don't have, I already know, I don't have any thin enough double-sided tape, because that's the other thing that I probably would have used. So double-sided tape for adhering ribbon on is fantastic. And then our little bow that we've just created. So I'm going to stick it down first. Do I have any glue dots? Because I'm thinking that the glue dots probably what I need to do it with. But I do have some. I don't know how. Oh, yes, they're very sticky. So I'm going to put a couple on there. I'm going to put this on there. So I'm doing this quite backwards actually, because I'm decorating this panel up first and then it's going to go on the card. So don't ask me why I'm doing it this way. I think it's because I had this sort of idea in my head. But sometimes this is how I work. I work where I don't know, I see something and I just go with it. Right, we do have, I'm going to put a glue dot underneath there and stick that down. I can't believe how cute that bow is. That bow is so cute. Right, so this is where this is what we're working from. So this little panel that I've just created here is what I'm going to actually work from. So this is going to be the basis of my card. So it's very much like, you know, if you get an image. So it's very much like that, except all I've done is just put a bit of ribbon on. Now, I love how that looks. And what I'm thinking of is actually using the orange card as my base. We'll bring in some black card to mat this, which I think will look amazing. So let's do that. So we want, we'll have a white border. So I'm going to do 4 by 5 1/4. So that's going to be our card size. Now I am going to have to cut this down, which is fine, so to 5 1/4, and perfect. It went straight through that ribbon, which is just fantastic. Right, just get rid of those. Now I need some of this, so we need to measure this little bit. This is 3 inches, so I need a piece that measures 3 inches. Ooh, come on. 3 1/4 inches, sorry, by 5 1/4, and that should sit, oh look at that, perfect. So we've got that nice border, so I think that's going to look absolutely gorgeous. So let me just move these bits out of the way. Let's bring in a card base. So as you can see, I've already more or less got, now we can either pop that in the middle, which actually I was going to put it off to the side like there, but both ways look really nice, don't they? Oh, I like, but all right, we'll have it so it's, yeah, in the center. Right, oh, do you know what, let's just use the tape runner because I have it in my hand, and it has 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. Same with this panel. So like I said, the card is being made from this panel. Oh, I haven't stuck that down yet. So that's where I'm getting my idea from. And it all sort of started because I really, really wanted to use some of that ribbon. So yeah. Oh, I'm not doing very well with this, guys. So how are all my treasures doing today? I hope you're all well and happy and safe. So yeah, I really, really do. It's a strange, strange world at the minute. And it's been a very sad sort of start to the year for myself. I lost my stepdad, who was absolutely amazing, and I loved him very dearly. So yeah, so I'm crafting to help and it really is helping. So spending time with you guys really, really helps. I think that's the first time I've said out loud that it was my stepdad. So, but he was more like a dad to me. He was just amazing in every single way. My girls are devastated because obviously it's their only granddad. So yeah, well, they've only ever known him as granddad. So they do know my dad as granddad. So they actually had 3 granddads, and 4 grandmas. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know. It's all, yeah. So we've got 4. Like we class it as 4 sets of parents because all of our parents have broke up. So yeah. Oh, how gorgeous is that? Oh, I don't want to add anything else to it. It just looks so cute. It's lovely. Do we have to add anything else? I don't think we do. We? No? Yes? No? Right, let's see what ephemera we've got, because we've got to add something. Well, we don't, but oh look, we could have had that bow. I prefer mine. I think mine looks better. Oh look, that looks so cute. Oh, I don't know if do you know, it sounds terrible, doesn't it? But I really don't want to add anything. Yeah. So this will be the last card for this video, because like I said, this video, it really is getting longer and longer. Oh dear. The problem is love from Lizi. She does such beautiful kits that when it comes to designing with them, oh, you just, yeah, there's just so much you want to do. I'm very tempted just to cut out maybe a few of these. So maybe like cut out one of the clusters or something. I don't know. Oh, I really don't want to put anything on it because I just love it as it is. So you know what we're going to do? We're actually just going to forget about paper. We're going to get the dies. Oh, yeah, I'm going to use the dies for the sentiment. I'm going to stamp a bit of the sentiment with it and make the sentiment the focal point, because I just love it and I don't want to take away from that ribbon or the bow. And you know what, sometimes you can have it so that you don't have a sentiment. So I'm trying to work out what I'm doing. Is it just over here? That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I really love it, and I don't want to spoil it. My first instinct was to just go with yeah, just with a sentiment. So that is what we're going to do. I am going to do black outline for the bottom. So let's cut a bit of this off for that. Okay, so that's just for the outline. So for our little matted lace, so keep that. And then for our So Lucky writing, we are going to use the thingy cardstock, the orange cardstock, because then it will go quite nicely with it. So let me just push all these in. Really, I should use some washi tape. Oh, we do have the washi tape, but yeah, we'll use that on the next video. So I think what I'll do, because these cards have ended up being a bit long, like taking a lot longer than I had expected. As most of you know, I can make quite a lot of cards quite quickly, but for some reason I don't know, I'm just enjoying myself. I'm enjoying experimenting and having a play. So yeah, I love that first card that we have created. That is just, yeah, it's just off to the side of me and I keep looking at it and I just love how girly it looks, especially compared to the rest of the kit. So let's just, we need to take them out. And again, we'll stick them down. And where's the, sorry for clicking. I hope that doesn't annoy anyone. I've just realised I did it. Okay, so let's have a look at the sentiment. So sometimes I wonder how we got so lucky. That good coffee and you exist. So lucky our lives cross paths. I love that. We're so, right, we're going to do, we're so lucky our lives crossed paths. So that's what I'm going to do, because I really like those. So I am going to be very brave today, and we are going to stamp on top of the card. And yeah, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I'm going to just set these up. So there we go. Right, so that's them. We need, move them over. So I don't need them. So I've got the saw. Let's take this out. And all of the other bits. So, okay. Right. And there we are. So, just, oh, absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah, do you know, I think it's going to look amazing. And do you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in my sparkle pen and put some of my sparkle pen on it, just to, yeah, make it all sparkly. So just popping some glue on and sticking that in, just like that. Okay, and then we'll get the L. Again, I'm just using tweezers to help hold this. I don't think I've ever used a die so much. I really like this set. Oh, right, okay. And then let's do the saw. Because then what I'll do is I'll stick these down, and then we'll decide where we're going to put them, where we're going to put the other words, and we'll stamp them. And I'm just going to stamp them in my black archival ink. So there's the S. Okay. And let's do the O. So again, just going to use my tweezers, a little bit of glue, and stick that down. Right, okay, so I'm thinking that we have our saw just there. Okay, so lucky. And then where's my get the archival ink. I'm just thinking we'll put that there. I'm just going to leave it just for a few seconds. Oh, that works perfectly. So now I've got that in place, let's glue this. So we're so lucky. And then glue this one in place. Oh, perfect. And then we're so lucky, our lives crossed paths. And then I'm going to put that just there, so make sure we've got plenty of ink on, and have that and just there. And again, just holding it there just a few seconds. Now I would never have dreamed of doing this before, yeah, till I watched Angela's videos, and she explained how to, oh, look at that, how to do it, and they work perfectly. So just by leaving it on just for those extra few seconds really does help. Right, okay, let's put these back on there. I need to put this one back on there because I don't want to lose them. And then the last thing that I'm going to do, and then we will then say goodbye, and I will be back on again with this kit because it's gorgeous. Right, what have I done with them? Oh, they're right up here. They're all up here. Right, I want some of the gems on. But, I mean, look at that. It doesn't have a focal image or anything, but yeah, it is so beautiful. Oh, I just absolutely love it. So, yeah, and then we're going to have two up in that corner, like that. Oh, I love it. Do you know what? I think that's my favourite card. I just, yeah, I absolutely love it. And it really shows off that paper so nicely. Oh, love. Okay, so these are the two cards we have created today. How gorgeous are those? Absolutely beautiful. Love them. I do have another video up where I have done 2 cards. The plan was to make 10 cards in 2 videos as well, but yeah, we've only managed to get 2 done today. But like I said, we're nearly an hour long. I can't really keep the video going, so what I'll do is I'll come on and we'll see if we can make 8 cards in an hour on the next video, or it might end up being a 3-part. It depends what comes into my head, because I've really had fun experimenting and doing different things with this kit. Totally out of my comfort zone because of the fact that it's green and orange, which colours I never work with, but how beautiful are those. Yeah, Lizi has made it so easy for us to use, so yeah, really pleased with them. So that's my cards for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and we'll see you very soon in another video. But until then, happy crafting. Bye.